this is why he did what he did, because he wishes that we lived in a world still where we could have these conversations and it doesn't have to be violent. We can agree to disagree and move on.
Correct. You and I have things we don't necessarily agree on that we hear each other out on, and we're like, cool, love that for you.
Yeah. And then we're still friends and we move on.
Yeah. No hatred.
Question.
Sure. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
I don't think I told you. My name's Mercury.
Nice to meet you. Well, nice to re-meet you, I should say.
What do you hope to get out of this? Why are you here?
Okay, I've been asked that question a lot. First of all, that question should not even have to be asked, but when people stop talking, really bad stuff starts. When marriages stop talking, divorce happens. When church starts happening, they fall apart. When civilizations stop talking, civil war ensues. When you stop having a human connection with someone you disagree with, it becomes a lot easier to want to commit violence against that group. Whether it be the great genocide, the horrible genocide of the last 100 years, people stop talking with each other because they lose their humanity. I wish we could be here without having my hat thrown off and stuff, but what we as a culture have to get back to is being able to have reasonable disagreement where violence is not an option.
Hello.
Hi,
Welcome back to our podcast. We're Chaos and Company.
I'm
I'm
Karen,
Gloria.
and we are here for another week.
Sorry for the sudden background change.
Yeah, how dare you?
My internet is just, it's really not my friend.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, internet is nobody's friend
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. True that.
Mm-hmm.
True that.
Yeah. So this week was crazy,
Yeah.
and for everybody.
Mhm.
And Gloria and I were actually texting when it happened. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that today,
Yeah.
I guess. Did you follow Charlie Kirk before he was assassinated?
Follow? No. But
But you had seen him.
had seen clips. I think he was one of the people that had probably some of the best clips out there, to be quite honest.
Oh,
They're
amen.
so good.
I second that. Truly. And I don't even think I had dug into, like, I saw his clips and I would agree or disagree with him in my head, but like not necessarily ever like put too much thought in it, because honestly, when we're looking at clips, we're just doom scrolling, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch the one I sent you that I think should go at the beginning?
Yeah, I think that's actually a super good clip to go at the beginning. So I will definitely put that one in there.
When I found that, I thought that was such a crazy. All of his ones are almost prophetic now, right? Like
Yes.
he almost knew, and I wonder, like I wish you could ask him.
Yeah.
I wonder if he felt he would one day be, I don't want to say a martyr, but he would one day be silenced for his faith.
I think it was always in the back of his mind. I think when you do what he does, and in that video that we share in the beginning, he says that, like, he wishes, this is why he did what he did, because he wishes that we lived in a world still where we could have these conversations and it doesn't have to be violent. We can agree to disagree and move on.
Correct. You and I have things we don't necessarily agree on that we
Yeah.
hear each other out on, and we're like, cool, love that for you.
Yeah. And then we're still friends and we move on.
Yeah. No hatred,
No.
no anger, no animosity, no, like, it literally doesn't take up space in my brain.
No. No judgment whatsoever.
If anything, when I start to feel conspiratorial or have questions,
Yeah.
I actually think it's beneficial to have you as a friend because I can come to you and say, tell me why you don't do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Or tell me why, your perspective is different.
Yeah. It's like, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but we had text and you were like, oh, this is what it makes me think of. And then I sent you a voice message and I was like, it's so funny that your mind went there, but like my mind, about pregnancy and babies and stuff. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's funny. My mind went so on the other side of conspiracy town.
Oh, yes, because that woman was saying, Lord, that if the doctor asks you when your last menstrual period was, you shouldn't answer. It wasn't even my brain took me there. It was more scrolling because I got fed more of that crap from other people. And it was like,
Oh.
what do you mean the government's trying to impregnate us? Because
And my mind went straight to Handmaid's Tale. Just
so I haven't read the book yet. I have it. Actually, it's in here.
I
finished my other.
I've never read the books. I hear they're really
Okay.
good, but the show,
Yeah.
it's a really messed up show. And I think if you're sensitive to like SA,
I think I watched the first episode. Yeah.
it's
Never watched it again.
It's very raw and really good though. The whole last season is out. The show's officially over, but still haven't watched it because I don't know. I feel like my mind has to be there.
It's one of those heavy things.
Yeah. And my mind is just not there. It's not there yet.
Dude, I feel that. That's how I am with like when I want to watch Grey's Anatomy again. I have to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I also have to prepare myself for Danny Duquette and
so many people die. And then
the plane crash.
all the fucking good people are gone.
Literally.
Like now,
it's so they can't come back.
Yeah. Seriously. But now watching the show, I don't know. Sometimes I get sad. I'm like, I miss this person. Or like,
oh yeah,
getting introduced to new people. I'm like, I don't like this person.
Yeah, they're not as good.
Yeah. But anyway, I think everybody is feeling the heaviness of what Charlie Kirk being assassinated, what that all means. Like, where is this going to lead?
And I think for starters, because my reaction when I saw it was extremist, right? I was like, I'm done with the internet. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, you were very much chucking me off at the edge. But I think the reality is, I was talking with one of my other friends yesterday. I was literally in shock. Like, that video.
Nobody.
You're not supposed to see that.
No.
And truly where my heart broke in the moment that I heard the gunshot. I think that was the most triggering thing. I hadn't even seen him get shot yet.
Yeah.
But you hear the shot and you immediately think, all those students. Well, this is what I immediately thought.
Yeah.
All of those students, whether a shot hit someone or not, every person in that audience now needs therapy beyond what we would even understand.
Definitely.
The fear that would just radiate through you.
Oh, I agree.
But then not only the students, the parents watching.
Right.
The one thing about Charlie's tour that he was doing was I didn't know this until this happened. So I started looking into it. Charlie's tour is student sponsored. So the schools actually don't want him there.
Really?
Because what they're teaching in university is very much against what Charlie speaks, right?
Interesting. So does that mean the students lobby to like have him there?
The students raise the money.
Wow.
And sponsor the whole thing. And I don't know what the requirements were, but this week, the day he died, was the very first day of his tour.
I know. I read that. Which clearly means, and maybe this is the conspiracy theorist in me, I think he had been planning this for months. I think he had it, like, his schedule's out. where he's going to be is out, which is terrifying because then things like this can happen.
Well, and he's not the president.
No. I don't even know if he was in a political position.
He's not.
No.
So, fun fact about the president, you have to have a college degree. Charlie Kirk did not have a college degree. So, that being said, though, Sean and I have had this conversation. I very much think America would have been like, we don't give a flip by the time Charlie Kirk was ready to run for president.
Yeah.
But I have seen clips that he not necessarily like felt that he was going to run that for that.
Right.
But all that aside, he was not in a place politically. He's one of the co-founders of the biggest conservative political group. Like, I don't know what the organization actually does, but he owns a company called Turning Point.
Okay.
I actually saw a clip today that said nobody realizes this. Not even Charlie could have foreseen this when he started Turning Point, but his death is the turning point in America.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was like, that's so wild. Yeah, I mean, how have you felt? What did you feel after seeing it? And just
like seeing the video?
Having the, seeing the video, experiencing the whole thing, and then just like the rest of the day, what did you feel?
So the first moment I found out about it was one of my friends, Jed. I believe he's like a journalist or something. He posted the first video that everybody saw, which was like the zoomed out. You really like you saw the shot, but it wasn't like graphic. His body, the way that it was leaning, was still graphic, even in the faraway video for me. Him falling, it just broke my heart the way that it happened. So when I initially saw that video, I was like, oh my gosh, like I hope he lives. Because regardless of his views, that's so saddening. Like, I would never want somebody to die being shot like that, especially when they're just trying to have conversation. And so
peaceful conversation, intentionally peaceful
yes.
conversation.
I just pray that he lives and that I prayed for his family and his kids. And then I saw the other view. It was like super close. And once I saw that one, I was like, there's no way that he's coming back from this. There's just not. He bled out before he even got to the hospital.
So in that video, the one that's from his left.
Yes.
I truly believe you see his soul leave his body.
Oh, I agree. I think he was dead instantly.
So the way they shot him, or he was shot, that's called like a, what do you call this?
Like a kill shot? A carotid artery?
Yeah. This is your carotid artery, but they call that a carotid transection or something. It's like literally it severs it in two. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Well,
and seeing that.
Did you see the video of them carrying him to Suburban?
So that was my next. So one, my initial thought, all these students, their parents, the fear that is in them.
Right.
My next thought went to the first responders who didn't sign up to be a friggin' first responder. People are like, they took him to an SUV, not an ambulance, because they didn't have an ambulance.
Yes.
Nobody was there to save a life.
So they were doing what they thought was, this is the fastest way we're going to get him to the hospital. This is how we're going to save his life.
We don't know what the inside of that car looks like, but think of the inside of an ambulance, right? First of all, ambulances are made so that you can hose them out at the end or whatever, and everything gets sterilized. Yeah. SUVs are not that.
No.
These are not first responders. These are people who are all in shock.
Yes.
They're panicking. He's bleeding out.
Yeah.
They had to pick up his body, find something to use as a gurney.
Yeah.
And then run with him. all these people have every fear shooting through their body. They have adrenaline. They have panic. They have, who else? Who are we? They don't know if a third, fourth, fifth shot is happening.
Yeah.
And they're having to think through this in their brain of how they're going to tell people, but also you can't panic people. They don't know that the video is already on the internet. Like, there's so much happening in this moment.
Yeah.
And then what's so crazy is America was all experiencing it at the same time, because there is no separation of internet or like of news and what happens in life and media, right? So people are on live.
Yep.
Because Charlie's
I know.
cool. And
yes.
people share him. So everyone saw it. His wife saw it. She heard the shots. And imagine being a student and you hit the ground because you hear a shot. You don't even know if someone's been hit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's so crazy.
And you see in that video that it took them a while to realize that he had been shot. Like, they heard the shot and then they were like, oh, what the hell?
Because
they turned
everybody's
around.
body hits the floor.
Yes. And then they turn around, see him, and they're like, oh, this is real.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's even more crazy is, I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but apparently Charlie wore body armor. So he was in a bulletproof vest. So they would have, whoever was shooting would have had to have shot him neck or up.
Interesting, because he's wearing a white t-shirt and he didn't look like he was wearing anything.
If you go back, it kind of looks like he's like thick around the chest.
I'll have to go back and look. I did see that shirt is on sale and probably selling out like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, plug for Erica. And I don't know if this is, let me look up name of Erica's company. I believe Erica owns a clothing company in New York where if you buy a t-shirt, one goes to the homeless.
Oh, his wife, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Yes, I did see that. I will say the only thing that bothers me, and me and my sisters were talking about this, I don't like when people use, I won't even say religion, just use God to promote, or just the way that he was promoting Trump and using God in that way, I don't like. And I think that's what rubbed me a little wrong about him and why I didn't follow him too closely. But I do think he had some really strong points. I think he had really great family values. Putting God at the center of his life, I think, was beautiful. Him spreading gospel, I think, is beautiful. And even though I don't agree with everything, no, I don't believe that you should be shot and killed for speaking out, because we live in America. And I thought that was the whole point, is that we have freedom.
Yeah. And I think this has kind of, I mean, I've always felt it, but I haven't. It's one of those things I like want to choose my words carefully.
Yeah.
Because I also didn't agree. You know, his kids only listen to classical music and worship music. And listen, I get that. So here's what Charlie believes. And I will tell you. Charlie believes that in life we are all called to something, right? Which I also believe.
Same.
God calls us to something. He believes he was called to live this life, to bring people to Christ, to bring awareness to not political issues, but social issues.
Right.
And have these conversations. So he discusses at one point that if you feel called to your life and you know what that is what God has for you, you must protect that from everything else. So whatever that means to you. So to him, that meant, I'm not going to have secular music in my house. I'm not going to have whatever else that means, right? Like secular books, or who knows? I don't know that he didn't read secular books. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
What I'm saying is he didn't drink alcohol because he knows the statistics behind alcohol and believes that he has a better chance of staying sober and being a better husband and doing X, Y, and Z to continue his purpose if he abstains from alcohol. Not that he thinks anything is wrong with alcohol. And so I do think that there are people that disagree. I disagree with Charlie Kirk on a lot of things, but I wasn't called to live the life he was.
Yeah. I agree. And also, a lot of those things are pretty rational. I even believe you have to be careful what you view with your eyes and what you put in your ears. Music, you have to be careful with certain things. There's certain music. Have you ever heard a song or an artist that you maybe like, or you like the sound, but then you start to listen to his lyrics or her lyrics and you're like, oh, I just feel the evil. And
Chappell Rowan.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Well, there's this guy my sister listens to, and I listened to one of his songs and it was fine. I liked the rhythm of his song and it was nice or whatever. And then I heard another song and I was like, ugh, this just feels icky. It feels evil and I don't like it. So I was like, I can't listen to this stuff.
Have your kids watched? My kids are obsessed with it right now, and we've had a talk because I think we need to sit down together and look at the lyrics. But the Demon Hunters, whatever, on Netflix.
Yes. I will say, I think it's not about demons in general. I agree. I really do think it's about the demons that we have.
Have you looked at the lyrics of the songs?
I mean, I know some of the lyrics, but I haven't looked at them.
One of the songs talks about stealing your soul, becoming your idol, and taking you away from the things in your life that you should be.
Yeah, that's the demons song.
Yes, which I understand the underlying premise.
Yeah.
I get, and I watched the movie and I was like, I agree. My kids can watch this. It's not as terrible as I initially expected. But then when I started to hear and see some of the lyrics, I was like, well, though, my kids are singing these songs all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my number one red flag about it is they'll watch that movie every single day.
Yeah.
I've never had a movie my kids wanted to watch every single day. And it's weird to me. I don't like the pull. And it is one of those things that I'm like, okay, we grew up in a time where Harry Potter was witchcraft, you know? So I'm trying to balance that with.
Yeah. I will say, I do think the overall premise of the movie is that hiding our demons and not talking about them and feeling shame about things, it only hinders us. And to be our true selves and be truly happy, we just have to be open.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a fan.
I mean, no, and I get it. And I'm not necessarily not a fan. Yeah. I'm trying to balance in my life. And Lord, this is a big part of my therapy. And I'm starting to realize it's a big theme in how I think through every process I do. But how am I going to balance this with, I want my kids to love Jesus, but I want them to know I didn't just cut them off from things and say, you can't have this influence. I want them to be able to help in those decisions. Meanwhile, they're 7 and 9. So I don't know how much I should give them, but the ability to say, let's look at this together and see if we think this is okay or if that's a little weird.
Yeah.
And I think kids can be like, I love the song, I love the movie, but that is kind of weird.
Yeah, and also,
I don't know. We haven't done it yet,
like
but
we say
maybe.
all the time, have the conversations.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. With everybody.
Yes.
And Charlie would agree.
Right. It goes back to that. Have the conversations.
Yeah.
And you know what? I am getting a little sick and tired of everybody being a fucking crybaby. I'm sorry. We can't have a discussion and you're going to be so angry that I feel a certain type of way than you do, and you're just so mad about it. Grow up. It's so annoying to me. I hate what the internet has done to the world. It's awful.
I hate the internet.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's awful. Everybody cries about everything.
Yeah.
Just agree to disagree and move on with your life.
And if you don't like it, go somewhere else.
Stop looking
Whatever
at it.
it is.
Stop viewing it.
Yeah.
Get off Instagram. Get off Facebook. It's not hard.
Mm-hmm. How do you think Charlie's death, assassination, because that's what it is, will affect you moving forward? Or like, what have you reflected on since Wednesday?
So me and my sisters were talking about this the other day. I think Friday we talked about it. Or maybe, no, I think it was yesterday. My sisters both came out for my daughter's volleyball tournament yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And while my sister was on her way, she asked, ever since that thing with Charlie Kirk happened, do you feel just the heaviness around you? She's like, I can't shake this heavy feeling. Something has shifted. And we were both like, oh yeah, we feel it. Something in the air is changing. And I don't know what it is.
And I pray it doesn't stop, because I see it. You feel it.
Yes.
We sang a worship song today, and I wanted to read you some of the lyrics because, holy smokes, I started bawling. This was the last song we sang before we let out for the day. It's called Death Was Arrested by North Point Worship, but I just want to read this one part before I read this. Charlie is not Christ.
No.
And I think people are like, oh, Christians got someone else to die for them. No, we're not like, oh, he died for Christians. No. I do think his death means something. And for me, I want to be a better Christian. I feel convicted. I feel like I'm a Christian, a Republican, a conservative, a mom, so many things that I've been silenced for so long.
Yeah.
When Charlie has felt like being loud and proud was important.
Yeah.
And I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we're done saying, you know what? My freedom of speech doesn't matter because everyone's okay. And today my pastor preached about how love and truth are not the same, but cannot be true without the other.
Okay.
So if you have love without truth, then it's hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have truth without love, it's blunt. It's it's mean.
Mm.
If you're like, your dress is ugly.
Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
You know,
actually,
truth without love is not okay, but love without truth is also not okay.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
Oh,
I agree.
I'll send you his sermon. His sermon was so good. But we sang this song and I was already bawling because we had done a time of prayer and worship in the beginning, and I have cried all week.
Yeah.
And my poor kids are like, why is mommy sad? And then we had to have the discussion of like, but you know what? It's so freaking important. If you have not told your kids that somebody died who didn't need to die, who wasn't doing anything wrong. No. People wanted him to be there. And he was assassinated, which is crazy that in today's America, we're saying that.
Yeah.
And in front of his wife and kids.
Or even it's sad that there's even people that feel happy that he died. If you feel happy that he died, there's something wrong with you. And you need to seek help.
If you feel happy that he died, fuck you. Like, truly, honestly, I don't know who hurt you as a child, but you need to go to therapy. And honestly, if you didn't even post about it, like, all you had to do was shut up.
His kids don't deserve that, man. His wife and children were in attendance, dude. Imagine, imagine being a 12-year-old, watching your dad die. Nobody deserves that. Not even Charlie Kirk. Nobody deserves that.
Yeah.
All you had to do was be quiet. If you felt happy that he died a little bit, like even just a little bit, that people weren't going to hear his stories, wrong.
Yeah.
They will be louder.
Oh, I was telling my husband this morning, I was like, oh, and my son was in the room too, because he was talking about how a video was fed to him about the shooter and like his age and whatever. And I was like saying how, that person that shot him really was upset and couldn't handle what Charlie Kirk was talking about, and he wanted to silence him. And I said, and what's funny is that it did the exact opposite of what this man wanted it to do. I said, Charlie's voice is amplified. If you didn't know who Kirk was before, you know him now.
And you will never not know who he is. And you didn't just rile up the conservative Republicans. You didn't just rile up the people who are like anti-abortion, right? You broke open the Christians that have been quiet for so. I literally was texting some of my best friends that day about, do you really know Christ?
Yeah.
I have not wanted to ask anybody that in my entire life because I don't want to know the answer. I don't want to be responsible for your faith. And you know what? No, now I want to know. Now, you know what? If you don't, that's fine.
Yeah.
I love you regardless. If you ever want to know, come talk to me. And I want to be able to have those conversations with my friends, because what if they drop dead tomorrow? And I didn't have that conversation, but Charlie was willing to have it with complete strangers multiple times.
Yeah.
That man, I can't believe how many almost last interviews he did. There's like 10 of them. And I'm like, what did he do the day before? Just hit every news station?
Yes.
So one, have the conversation with your kids that somebody died. And even if you didn't believe in agreement with them, it's sad.
Yeah. And like I was telling you, have the conversation with your kids and use it as a lesson and be like, listen, we agree to disagree. We can watch somebody talk about something they believe in and not necessarily agree with what they're saying. But we can walk away and we could be like, oh, I don't really agree, but like, I'll listen to your view. And you don't kill people over that.
I'll listen to your view, and you deserve life.
Yes.
And this is where it's in the air, right? Because when you start to think and you're like, I don't agree with everything Charlie agreed with. I don't necessarily believe in. So I believe pro-life, yes.
Yeah.
But I have always given choice the room.
Same.
Until Charlie was assassinated. And the people who are like, we have a choice what to do with life and death, celebrated the loss of life. And I feel completely different.
I can see that.
About people who walk in and get an abortion as birth control. I suddenly feel like, no, you know what? He didn't get to choose.
Yeah.
Somebody chose to take his life, a life that was valued.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, don't we do that to sometimes people do that to babies.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is like, how do you, something's broken and something's in the air and something's gonna change because you just made every American think differently.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want them to think about things he was saying.
Yeah. I can see
Anyways.
how that changed your mind.
And I won't say like I'm dead set, but
Yeah.
I feel convicted for the first time in years as a Christian. I haven't even had time to like have this conversation with my husband because you go to church and you're already feeling it. I've been sad all week. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's just it's constant in my brain. How can I be better? How can I be different? How can I learn more? How can I help more? How can I? And I don't think I'm the only one. I don't think, you're the only one. I think it's happening all over now.
Yeah.
And
I think so too.
one of the reels I sent you, we don't have to go over any of them because we can like finish quickly, but you might watch through them. There's one that says, well, shit, now I'm not going to remember. Let me read this and then we'll go, and then I'll remember. Okay. So this is the lyric where I lost all ability to not cry.
Mhm.
It said, so first we'll start at the chorus says, your grace is so free, washes over me. You have made me new. Now life begins with you. It's your endless love pouring down on us. You have made us new. Now life begins with you. And then it goes into a verse, and the verse says, our Savior displayed on a criminal's cross. Darkness rejoiced as though heaven had lost.
Mm.
But when Jesus arose with our freedom in hand, that's when death was arrested and my life began. And again, Charlie is not Christ. As Christians, we are not glorifying him for being perfect, or he was far from perfect, right?
Yeah.
We all are far from perfect. And he even admits sometimes that people change his mind. They enlighten him and bring him to different acknowledgments of different things.
Yeah.
And he was out there preaching about Jesus unapologetically and loving people regardless of your race, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of your like what you he didn't want to know all of it.
Yeah.
He wanted to be able to have those discussions.
Yeah.
And someone chose to shoot him.
Yep.
And then half of Facebook rejoiced. They celebrated. And I still can't believe people felt so strongly.
Yeah.
That they could go on and do a happy dance.
Were they doing that? I didn't see any of those.
Oh, yeah. I saw a wife do a happy dance. So literally like a motorcycle group showed up at her husband's work because he owned his own business and was like, what do you have to say for your wife?
Really?
Because she was literally, people are singing and dancing.
Yeah.
I watched one today and I thought it was going to be like we're going to stitch it. Nope. It was literally being fed to me in the algorithm. And it was a woman dancing with instruments. And the caption said, when a racist bigot gets what he deserves. Charlie wasn't racist. Charlie wasn't a bigot. Honestly, if anyone could even raise your hand right now and tell me what that word means, I would be impressed. I couldn't believe how many clips I've seen of people getting up to the mic and saying, how do you feel that you're a bigot?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what does that even freaking mean?
I will say one of my favorite things about him was I have seen so many conversations that he's had with somebody where, like, there was this one girl that was like, oh, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm queer, and then asked a question or something. And he said, can I ask you something really quick? And this is sincere, like genuinely a question. And I want you to tell me your genuine answer. What is the definition of queer? What does it mean? She could not tell him. She was going around
saw that too.
Like, oh, well, it just means this. And he's like, okay, but what does that mean?
And his point was, when I was a kid, we could not call people queer.
Yeah, it was bad.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you stand before me and say, I am queer.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, it was just a label.
Define.
It's just a label. Okay, but what does it mean? And she was like, So like those things, I was like, because that's often something I wonder too. Yeah, what does it mean? What's the definition of it?
And you know what's crazy is in having one of the conversations with one of my friends this week, I said, "Are you saved?" And she said, "I don't know what that means to you. I'm not religious." And I said, "I'm not religious either.
Yeah.
I believe in a God who sent his son to earth, died for us, and rose again."
Yeah.
And I saw a clip of Charlie, and I'll have to find it, but it was literally so good. A guy stood up to the mic and said, "I'm saved because of you. What do I need to do every day to be a better Christian?" Charlie said, "To be a Christian, there are 3 things that you have to do. 1, accept the Lord Jesus Christ into your heart. 2, read the Bible every day. 3, do what the Bible tells you. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't do anything else." And honestly, like, what's his name? Josh from the Dad Challenge podcast, he'll tell you, like, he's been a pastor, and he even says so much of Christianity persecutes people because you don't read the Bible every day or you're not in the Bible every day. And you could go the rest of your life and not read the Bible and still be a Christian because you show up every day for God. And yeah, so I think that's like my new goal. But
he ended up doing a video on Charlie Kirk too. I haven't watched it yet though. Have you?
I haven't been able to watch anything on Charlie Kirk.
I have stayed off the internet since it's happened.
Same.
Because it's all that's on my feed. And as much as I do love watching his conversations, sometimes I'm just like, oh man, I gotta get off of here. It's just too much.
I like watching his conversations, but I have this constant loop of him getting shot in the neck.
See, and I have not. Oh, like playing in your head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't want. No. That was the most frustrating thing, and Gloria can attest. I kind of went off the deep end the minute I saw that clip.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot.
And I had a breakdown.
It's so graphic. And that was another thing about this too, is that today, in this day and age, there are so many cameras, right? The way, like how fast those videos went up.
Yes.
Insane. Minutes after his death. Minutes after he was shot.
Yeah. And where it got me was the video of him getting shot and collapsing. And then now, you don't even have to scroll. It scrolls for you.
Yes.
So it scrolled up and it was a FabFitFun ad.
Okay.
I know nobody at Instagram freaking watches this or cares about who we are, but holy shit. When somebody's killed, can we stop the internet? Can we just shut it down? The minute we realize something like that has been seen, because you knew.
Yeah.
You have people scanning the internet. You have algorithms. You have things that let you know the minute he was shot.
Yeah.
Everything should have ceased. Everything should have been pulled. The internet should have broke.
Yeah.
In a way where nobody could see anything until it had been resolved.
Yeah.
But instead, your algorithm fed the videos, allowed them to be searchable, and allowed people to scroll. It's so infuriating because, and I've had to work through it this week, a lot of it, and my therapist ain't seeing me coming in a week because I have so much trauma surrounding guys and men in my life going to work and not making it home alive.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, before all this happened this week, I had a freak out because I couldn't get a hold of my husband for a couple hours. And I then called another wife. The husband was with my husband and she couldn't get a hold of her husband. And the panic I felt in my heart and like how insane I feel the next day when I'm like having to explain I'm sorry because when I was 10 or 11, somebody in my life died. And then when I was 16, my best friend's dad died. And like, probably why I can't remember your freaking dad dying is because there were so many men dying in my life. And I'm just like, can't have that one. Never met him, so we're just gonna sweep him out of the picture.
You know, it,
But, like,
it might have
yeah.
been before we were friends too, to be quite honest.
I know. But it's just to have that freak out, 'cause it was a big freak out on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday, to have the reality of a man who does a peaceful job, get up, go to work, and not get 5 minutes through his work day and he's assassinated. It just, it doesn't help my issues.
I wonder, was the guy who was asking questions, was that the first man or the first person who had asked a question? Like up to the mic?
He was the second. So the first person
Okay.
has been being interviewed. I have seen that.
Oh, okay.
So the second video of the killing that I saw was the one where you can literally hear the person ask. It's so close.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I watched second too.
It's terrible. And I think I sent it to you, and
you
I
did.
wish I hadn't, because I think about it now and I think I was in shock. Like the minute I saw that video, I should have stopped
It is
on my phone.
shocking.
I shouldn't have sent it to anybody. You're the only one I sent it to, and then
I showed
and then
my
it was
husband.
crazy. I showed mine too.
And he was like,
also in shock. Should not have done
"Whoa."
that.
And my son, he was like, "Can I see?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. No."
No. And after I sent it to you, and I think after I sent it to Sean, didn't send it to him, I showed him. I texted one of my best friends works in an OR as a heart surgical tech.
Oh, okay.
I texted her and said, "Hey, you don't have Instagram right now. If anyone sends you a leak,
do
not open it. Do not open it." Because I could just see her being in the middle of a surgery.
Yeah.
Or like having had just someone die on her table or something.
Yeah.
And her not knowing what happened. Go to her phone and watch. So she actually had already seen the video, and I didn't know this. But I was a dummy and lifting weights, dropped 80 pounds plates on my legs that day. So she had texted me and said, "I'm going to throw up." But what I texted her right before that was, "I just dropped 80 pounds of plates on my legs." So I thought she was responding to that. She sent me the "I'm going to throw up" text, and then she was going to rant about the video she had just seen in slow motion. People were sending it to her in slow motion.
What?
She asked me if I wanted to see it. I said, "Don't you dare." I will not be okay.
So does that mean that somebody uploaded a video and slowed the whole thing down and posted it?
I don't know.
I don't
know.
understand.
I told her not to send it to me, but they sent it to her because that's what she does for a living. She goes into surgeries where the person's probably not going to make it, and they have those sort of injuries.
Yeah.
And then she tries to fix them.
Oh, okay.
And so when I was like telling her how broken I felt over it, and like how there was no fixing him, and how I feel for the people who had to work on him for hours,
Yeah.
and because they still did try.
Yeah.
She said, "What's crazy is I'm that person.
Yeah.
I do that every day."
Yeah.
And it just, it sucks.
What?
The whole work. Yeah.
What? I wanted to circle back to your reel so that we don't miss
Oh.
it.
It says, the person is talking about how Charlie Kirk died, and people who don't even know him and didn't necessarily believe what he believed were affected, and how everyone has a voice or has that hurt.
Yeah.
And he said, "Imagine how the people watching Jesus die felt."
Yeah.
And that sat with me. And also, there is scripture that backs up like people who were against Christ, people who believed he was not Christ, were saved that day because they watched him lay down his life. The crucifixion was not short. It was like 7 hours long. You literally suffocate to death in crucifixion.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. And he gave his life up.
Yeah.
unless you're like super into the Bible, you don't like really recognize this, but he didn't wait to suffocate. He literally said, like, take my spirit now, Lord. And
Yeah.
he didn't even let them kill him, you know, like he took his life on that cross. And it's just to think of that and honestly know that there were people there celebrating it.
Yeah.
And knowing then the immense guilt they felt afterwards, or the like brokenness they felt. And
yeah,
I don't know.
Did you watch the wife? The video looked AI to me.
So
but
yeah,
CBS or CSNBC or something shared it. So I was like, is this real?
so here's why I didn't watch it. One, I cannot imagine what it feels like to be her.
Yeah.
And I did watch parts of it.
Yeah.
And I think so much pressure is going to be put on her right now politically.
I know, which is annoying. It shouldn't be.
Oh, 100%. You could not convince me that that video was not requested by the president himself.
I am flabbergasted. Or maybe I'm impressed by how she can get any words out right now at all.
Now, we talked about Charlie had to have known there was a purpose for his life like this.
Yeah,
I'm
sure they had
both of them-
conversations.
Correct. I also think both of them have media training.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I think they have political training.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was a PR. I think it was magical. I know she had angry moments. I wasn't able to watch it because I just, as a wife, I don't want to ever feel like if that were to happen to my husband, that is the standard, right? And I don't feel like she should have been made to let that be the standard.
Yeah.
But I do know that they feel, and a lot of people feel, Charlie was the future of this nation and there will be more to come from this. And so I understand what they were doing and why they were doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it because I don't think that's how she felt that night.
I couldn't have kept it together. You kidding me? Not at all.
No, and I can't imagine how much production went into that.
Ugh, I know. It's
how many breaks were taken,
so
how
gross.
many makeup touch up. Yeah.
It's gross.
It's not my life.
Yeah. I agree.
And I hope Erica, I don't know. I hope she, I don't know.
I hope she heals and gets out of the spotlight. Take your kids, move to a farm. Don't be on camera anymore. I know. Unfortunately not, but I
honestly don't know that I wish that for her.
I'd probably disappear. See you later.
Oh, I would 100.
If we were in the spotlight, I wouldn't be in the spotlight anymore. Bye.
But they, and this is where it all comes down to, I feel convicted. They knew what they were raised for, what they felt called for.
Yeah.
And she feels in her family there was a calling, but in herself she also feels a calling. And I think great things will come from her.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful for her. And I pray that, I don't know, that it all works for the better for God.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, no. No, I'm disappearing.
I would be in my sweatpants. I would be in like, did you ever watch Scandal?
Scandal. I don't think so.
It's Olivia Pope.
No. I did not.
Well, in one of the seasons, somebody dies, and it affects the first lady of the country very much so. And so she literally doesn't get dressed for 6 months.
Amen. That'd be me.
That would be me.
Literally.
That would be me.
Well,
wouldn't be speaking to the nation.
I can share something funny to end the video if you'd like.
Yeah, we can do
End
that.
it light.
Yeah, and we didn't, gosh, we've been like hey, we're going to change our podcast. And we're going to be funny. And then, holy shit, the world has just dumped. So can we just stop killing people?
Yeah.
And everything. I just don't even know. But anyways, I hope, I don't know, everyone has a better week. But also don't let Charlie's death be for nothing.
Yeah.
Think about something. I'm reading a book right now by Francis Chan, and it's called You and Me Forever. It's a marriage book. But in the foreword to the book, he talks about how useless Christians are if all they ever do is show up on a Sunday morning and listen to a scripture or listen to a teaching, but never have action.
Mm-hmm.
But he even says, like, that's the same for people who aren't Christians, right? Like, if you're a student and you're studying something, but you're never acting, taking that and applying,
Right.
then you're not really doing anything with the knowledge. And so he talks
Right.
about the importance of sitting down after you've heard something that affects you and asking, what can I do to act on this? Or is there something I can do in my marriage, in my life, in my day-to-day? And so
Right.
I think that's also where I'm feeling convicted, but I just hope everyone thinks of this as, what can I do? I don't know, to love people better,
Yeah.
to show people love a little better, like to do something in your life that has nothing to do with Charlie, nothing to do with anything you don't want it to do with. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pick something and just be like, this is what I want to do better.
Yeah.
And just maybe walk away with that. So,
And also maybe get off the internet for a couple days.
oh my gosh. The last like 3 days I have put my phone in my room at like 5 o'clock and walked away. And I think I'm going to do that every day.
I love that.
Yeah. Even just put it away.
Yeah.
I don't need to look at it.
Yeah. Take your Apple Watch off and put your phone on silent.
The amount of text messages I have received this morning is unbelievable. Please stop sending me photos from whatever we did yesterday. I went to a Renaissance festival yesterday. I have had to take my Apple Watch off several times and be like, I've had to silence notifications on text message groups. For some reason, whenever someone still hearts a picture, it sends me a notification and makes my Apple Watch.
That does annoy me about, why am I getting a notification that somebody loved it?
I'm so overstimulated. Walking into church, I said, I'm going to take my Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah, I would.
So I silenced my notifications and then still kept getting the hearts on my watch would. So I wasn't getting notifications. I was just getting a vibrate. And I took it off and I wanted to throw it.
Oh,
honestly,
my gosh.
I've never wanted to throw my Apple Watch more.
So the only reason I wear an Apple Watch, which I don't even have it on right now, but the only reason I wear it is because when my little one's napping and my kids are at school, I have missed phone calls from the school about my kid. And I'm a little paranoid about that. So I wear my Apple Watch Monday through Friday. Oftentimes, Saturday and Sunday, I'm like, I don't need this. But yeah, Monday through Friday. And then sometimes when they get home, I'm like, I'm taking this thing off. I don't care anymore. Everybody I need to worry about is right here up in this room.
I wear mine, honestly, mostly for my steps. And if I hit 9 or 10, if I hit 8,000 steps I have a lot to go with my afternoon.
I do like that too.
So 8,000 is my goal every day. If I surpass that, like if I hit it and I'm past it, but I still have all stuff to do today, I'm taking my watch off because I don't care.
Yeah, who cares? Also, if you hold your phone, it tracks it too.
Yeah, I don't ever hold my phone. My phone is forever somewhere I left it.
Same. And then I lose it and I go, where was my phone again? Oh, the ping system on the watch. That's my favorite thing. Yeah. I don't think I could find my phone without the ping notifications. I found this girl this week.
Okay.
And I sent you 2 of her videos. Watch the first one, or the second one where her hair's down and she has like that striped shirt on.
Does she call people and like
yeah, dude, and
make funny requests?
She prank calls them.
I showed Sean one of these one day recently where she calls a funeral home and asks when she can come get her husband's suit.
Oh.
And her husband's been buried for like weeks. And the lady on the other side of the phone goes, I'm sorry.
Sometimes when I watch her videos, I do feel bad for the person on the other side. But these two videos were the ones I felt were super funny. And the one I want you to watch first, I just thought was funny because if you work in customer service and you answer the phone with an attitude, I think you deserve this. Because customer service is your job. Even if you work at a grocery store, customer service is still your job. It's part of it. And if you're bitchy, like some of the girls that work at the grocery store where I live, I'm like, why do these girls get jobs here? They are rude. They don't say hi. They're not like, how are you? They're just like.
We had a really big meeting on Friday. And when we were going, my boss was like, hey, let's stop by and grab some coffee. And we did. And she was just going to get drip coffee, which is in a spot. And then I was going to order like a Starbucks drink. And the drip coffee was gone. Like the canisters were not sitting there. So my boss came around and said, I would like, by the way, you still have to buy it. So you still do have to do the process where you tell them you're getting a large cup of coffee and buy it. So she said, I'm getting a large cup of coffee. And the lady said, it's over there.
Well, no,
and my boss said, well, it's actually not. She goes, I don't serve it from here. It'll be there when it's there.
Ew.
By the way, right behind her is the coffee she's brewing that's going to go there. You know it's not there because you took it to brew more.
Yeah. So it's like, just say, oh, I'm so sorry about that. It's going to be ready in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. And then, mind you, in all this time, there are people walking up, but she's making my drink and somebody else's drink. And every time somebody walks up, she goes, I'll be right with you. So we don't work in this part of the hospital hardly ever. Yeah. So when we go into our meeting, there are people who do. And we're like, is she always like that? And they said, oh, we tell her, you're rude. And she goes, I don't think I am.
Oh.
So the fact that she wants to say that back is beyond.
She would be so fired.
I say, isn't she patient facing?
Yeah.
It's a public. Technically, anybody could walk into our building and order coffee from there.
Yeah, no.
It's insane. Okay, I'm going to watch your reel.
Hey, golf club. I'm just calling back about... Wait, Alyssa?
Melissa speaking?
Melissa, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Do you know who this is?
No, I do not.
Jen from corporate needs to, get her ass in check. Melissa.
Yes.
It's Jen from corporate.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who is this? I'm trying to... You mean the other Melissa? This is the Melissa from...
Melissa.
We have a lot of Melissas.
Melissa. Why is it the second that I say I'm from corporate, your attitude instantly improves?
No, I'm like, who is this?
Melissa.
I'm thinking, do you want the other Melissa?
Melissa, you promise you're nice to everybody?
Yes.
Melissa. Say, my name's Melissa and I'm nice.
My name is Melissa and I'm nice.
Good, I just had to have that on the record.
Melissa, or
I want you, Melissa, so stop.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God, Melissa. There's a lot of Melissas to go around, you know. Everybody's replaceable.
There is. That's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
to have a good attitude.
Yes.
All right, I'm just honestly calling just to check your ass in gear.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, I love you.
Okay. I love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She needed that. She needed that bad.
When she says I love you at the end of the call, funeral home one.
Oh, no.
When she said I love you, she said it 3 times. And the funeral lady was like, okay. And she goes, do you love me too? And the lady was like, no. I don't know you.
That is my favorite part of her phone calls when she goes, I love you. And they're like, what?
I love you too. Or don't know what to say. Yeah.
Okay. Say, I'm Melissa and I'm nice. The girl says it, but it's like the immediate change. I'm Jen from corporate. And she's like, oh, hi.
Hi. Bro.
No. Okay, watch the other one.
Immediately no.
We'll play this one.
How can I help you today?
Hey, Chicken Wing. I'm just calling back about... Wait, Sarah?
Yes.
Sarah, how are you?
Good. How How are you?
Good. Do you know who this is?
Destiny.
Yes!
What do you need, dear?
I'm in the hospital right now.
Do you need me to transfer you over to our celly?
No, I want to tell you.
Oh, what? Why are you in the hospital?
My son swallowed his hamster.
What?
Yeah. I left him for 2 seconds alone in his room while I went to go heat up dinner. I came back and he was literally blue in the face, choking on his hamster. The cage was open.
Isn't your son like my age?
Yeah, and I don't even know how that happened. That's what I'm saying.
Are you okay? Is he okay?
He's in emergency surgery right now, getting his fallopian tubes tied.
Okay.
And I'm just here in the waiting room, eating a bag of Doritos and sipping a Diet Coke.
What can we do for you? What do we need to do?
I just wanted moral support.
Oh, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You're okay. Are you working tonight?
I can't come.
Okay, let me transfer
No,
you over to
I'll come. I'll come.
No.
I'll come.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
I literally could not keep a straight face. Like, I could not get through those phone
Neither
calls.
could I, and I think that's why I like her so much too, because I could not. But my favorite, I don't think you should call people and pretend you're in the hospital. That's kind of fucked up. But
No.
my favorite part about that video was when the girl goes, "Isn't your son my age?"
My age?
Like just her brain processing what she's saying.
Isn't he my?
And the fact that she's like, yeah, he was choking on a hamster. And then she goes, he's in surgery getting his fallopian tubes tied. I'm like, and the girl's like, oh my God. It's like, this is how you can tell people don't really listen.
Or they're like, they think you're insane anyways.
Yeah, I love it so much.
She's already confident that whoever she thinks is on the phone is so far insane that fallopian tubes and swallowing hamsters is doable.
Also that it's her son, so he doesn't have fallopian tubes to begin with.
No, the whole thing. She already believes she's this insane that this is doable. Like, she knows. She knows what she's pretending to be moral support
God.
for.
I watched another one where because she takes requests for prank calls. Yeah. And she took this request that somebody wanted her to call their friend and say, oh, Tyler ordered a sloth for your wedding. And she's like, but we can't hold the sloth, so we're actually bringing it to your house right now. And he's like, what? We don't get married for like 6 months. You want me to keep the sloth? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay.
If I got that phone call and a sloth did not come to my front door,
you'd be sad.
My friend would owe me a sloth. They would be purchasing me a sloth. I'd be so mad.
Funny. I'm like, just her delivery alone makes it funny.
Yeah. No, exactly. And she's so calm through it.
Yeah.
Even despite knowing people on the other end are like, am I being pranked?
So
anyway.
There is an undoubtable surge.
My friend sent this video to me yesterday, and I just got a chance to open it up now. So I'm going to watch it live. This is Charlie Kirk.
There is an undoubtable surge happening of Christian interest in this country. The most popular music now for Gen Z is Christian music. Forrest Frank is incredibly popular and growing in popularity. Even if you listen to Forrest Frank's lyrics, they're actually pretty biblically good. And legit, like very good, like submitting to God's will and his path for really, there's something happening right now. And it's a revival that is surprising a lot of the experts.
Pretty much every one of us, if not every one of us, yesterday and today are just feeling this heaviness. And I think If I could summarize it, whether you know it or not, it is an angst for the return of Jesus, for the return of justice. Charlie was so bold with his message, and I don't feel comfortable using this platform to share music without stripping everything away and, like Charlie did, speak my mind to the core. And the reality is that Jesus Christ is the only way, and he's coming back soon. And when he does, every single knee will bow, and it's time to repent and get your life right, because we don't know if today is our last day. Yeah, Lord, I just pray for a boldness in our nation. I pray a boldness over our youth to proclaim the good news that Jesus Christ can set you free right now. And if that's you right now, and you need to know him, if you need to know Jesus, just say, Jesus, would you come into my life? Would you resurrect me? Make me a new person. I'm so sorry. I repent for the old ways that I've been. I want to be a new creation. Your word says if we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in our hearts that he was resurrected, we will be saved.
I think we'll end with, if you're feeling the heaviness of everything that happened with the Charlie Kirk assassination,
9/11,
and even the girl that was brutally murdered on the train when she was just trying to get home, which that video is awful as well, even though it's not gruesome. Just know you are not alone in that feeling. I think that so many people, probably everybody, is feeling the weight on their shoulders about everything that's going on in the world right now. So I think if you take any advice from us today, is get off your phones, stay off the internet.
Literally.
Do not doom scroll on your phone, because honestly, I feel like complete shit when I do it. The days that I'm not on my phone are the days that I feel the best. Yesterday, I didn't pick up my phone only for filming, and then my family was over, so I didn't even look at my phone. It was honestly such a good day. And that's another thing I'll say is, if you're feeling the heaviness, go out with people that you love. Having my sisters and my mom come over, me and my sisters just laughed and had fun all day. We took dumb pictures and just laughed so hard that our stomachs hurt.
Yeah.
So that's my advice to you. Get off the internet. Go spend time with people that you love. Go laugh and go live.
Yes, that's very much what I did yesterday too.
Yes.
Me and one of my good friends, we went to the Renaissance Festival, even though it was way outside of our comfort zone. We just did stupid stuff and had fun. It was a stressful week. We're lucky.
Yeah.
More wine was not drank.
We hope that you guys have a beautiful Friday. We will see you
next week.
And that's all she wrote.
Yep. Bye.
Ask me is, yes, before I go on a college campus, my prayer is very simple. God, use me for your will.
Amen.
Because there's a plan above us all. God is sovereign above all. The capacity and ability of our agency or action is very debatable. So what is God's plan when I go on a college campus? I just believe I will only tell truth. I will not compromise. And I'll love on the lost. All I care about is what I do. And what I do is I fight. And I know what God calls of us. So the specific teachings of Christ is go make disciples of all nations. I'm trying my best to do that. And I'm trying to do it first in this nation, because this nation impacts every other nation on the planet. Jesus called us to love children. Jesus called us to tell truth. Jesus called us to contest in the public square for his purposes. So I care about what God thinks of me. I literally don't care about what people say about me. I couldn't care
How
less.
long did it take you to get to that point?
Years.
Yep.
It takes years. You grow a thicker skin, and or you start to realize what really matters in life. I mean, I've had an unbelievably blessed life. Been doing this now, it'll be 12 years on June 5th.
Such a young man to do it.
So young.
Yeah, so praise God. I mean, I've been all across the world. I've met with world leaders. I've flown in Air Force One, got to know a president. I have an amazing family. The podcast, Turning Point USA, is all that stuff. And so you experience that, and you're like, what actually matters? What matters is your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your family, your kids, and maybe a close collection of friends, and your relationship with the truth.